I caught her red-handed, her phone screen glowing like a damn spotlight in the dark of our Chicago loft. It was 11:47 p.m., 2 hours after her book signing at the bookseller, and there it was, her Instagram DMs spilling secrets she'd buried under smiles and lies. Can't stop thinking about tonight. The message read, timestamped 9:32 p.m., from some guy named Evan Wrights 88. My gut twisted as I scrolled up, uncovering weeks of flirty banter, late-night confessions, and a photo of her in that tight emerald dress she'd worn to the signing, captioned, "For your eyes only, my wife, Claire, 38, best-selling author of steamy thrillers, had been screwing around behind my back. I'm Nick, 42, a freelance graphic designer who thought he knew her better than anyone. Turns out I didn't know shit. It started earlier that evening, October 12, 2025, at her signing in Wicker Park. The place was packed hipsters, book nerds, and a few suits sipping overpriced wine. Claire was in her element, perched on a stool, her auburn hair cascading over one shoulder, legs crossed in a way that showed off her toned calves. She's got this effortless beauty, high cheekbones, green eyes that could melt steel, and a laugh that hooks you like a drug. I stood near the back, proud as hell, until I saw him. Tall, maybe 30, with a scruffy beard and a leather jacket that screamed, "I'm too cool for this crowd." He leaned over the signing table, whispering something that made her giggle like a schoolgirl. Her hand lingered on his when she passed back his book. I felt it prickling heat up my spine. Call it instinct. After the event, she kissed me quick, said she'd meet me at home after drinks with her agent, Tara. I didn't buy it. Tara's a workaholic who doesn't do drinks past 8 p.m. So I waited, stewing in our loft on North Damon Avenue, until she stumbled in at 11:30, cheeks flushed, claiming she'd lost track of time. Her phone buzzed on the counter as she showered. That's when I grabbed it, unlocked, stupidly trusting of her. And there it was, Evan, her biggest fan, who'd apparently been getting a hell of a lot more than autographs. The next morning, I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed proof, something concrete to shove in her face so she couldn't squirm out of it. Claire was already up, humming in the kitchen, her slim figure wrapped in a silk robe that hugged her curves. "Coffee, babe?" she called, oblivious to the storm brewing in me. I grunted a yes, watching her pour it, her delicate fingers steady as ever. She was too good at pretending. I called my buddy Jake, 45, a PI who'd sniffed out dirt for half the divorce lawyers in Cook County. "Nick, you sure about this?" he asked over the phone, his gravelly voice skeptical. "Claire's not the type." "She's exactly the type," I snapped. "Writers live in their heads' fantasies. Bullshit, all of it. Just tail her. Today." Jake sighed. "All right, man. But if I find something, you can't unsee it." That afternoon, Claire said she was meeting her editor, Lisa, downtown at the Loop. I played along, kissed her goodbye, tasting the lie on her lips. Jake texted me an hour later. "She's not with Lisa. She's at the Drake Hotel bar with some guy. Pics incoming." The photos hit my phone like a punch. Claire, radiant in a black top that clung to her chest, laughing with Evan, his hand grazing her thigh under the table. My vision blurred. I wanted to smash something, her books, his face, my own fucking naivety. I didn't go home that night. I crashed at Jake's place in Logan Square, a cramped apartment smelling of stale beer and regret. He poured me a bourbon, his bald head gleaming under the kitchen light. "What's the move, Nick? You gonna lawyer up?" "I don't know," I muttered, swirling the glass. "I need to hear it from her." "Then set a trap," he said, leaning back. "Get her to slip up. Record it if you can. Illinois is two-party consent. But you're married, so it's gray enough." The next day, I texted Claire, "Dinner tonight? Just us. 7 p.m. at Gibson's." She agreed, all sweet and unsuspecting. I got there early, wired up with a voice recorder Jake lent me, my nerves frying. She walked in at 7:05, a vision in a red dress that hugged her hips like a second skin, her heels clicking on the hardwood. Every guy in the room turned. She slid into the booth, smiling. "Missed you last night," she said, reaching for my hand. I pulled back. Where were you yesterday afternoon? Her smile faltered. With Lisa. I told you. Bullshit. My voice was low, sharp. I saw you at the Drake with him. Evan. Her face drained of color. Those green eyes darting like a cornered animal. Nick, don't. I cut her off. How long? She swallowed, voice trembling. A month. It's nothing serious, I swear. He gets my work, my world. You've been so distant lately. Distant? I barked a laugh. I've been designing your goddamn book covers. Claire, I've been here. You're the one sneaking around. Her eyes welled up, but I didn't buy the tears. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. It's the pressure, the books, the fans. He made me feel alive. Alive? I echoed, venom in my tone. And what am I? Dead weight. Before she could answer, Tara stormed in. Here, Agent 50, all sharp suits and sharper edges. She'd clearly been eavesdropping. Nick, don't do this here, she hissed, her dark bob framing a scowl. You'll tank her career. Her career. I stood, towering over the table. She tanked our marriage. Tell her to keep her fans out of her bed. Claire grabbed my arm. Nick, please. Let's talk at home. I shook her off, storming out into the Chicago night, the wind biting my face. But it wasn't over. 2 days later, Jake called. Found something else. Evan's not just a a journalist. Works for the Tribune. Been digging into Claire's past for a profile. Looks like she's been playing him too. I froze. What? Yep. Feeding him sob stories, abusive exes, childhood trauma. Half of it's lies. She's using him for buzz. My head spun. Claire, the master manipulator, weaving webs I couldn't untangle. I confronted her again that night, back at the loft. She was packing a suitcase, her slender frame tense. I'm staying with Tara, she said, not looking at me. I need space. Space to fuck your journalist? I spat. He's on to you, Claire. Using you for a story. She stopped, eyes wide. What are you talking about? He's Tribune. Been sniffing around your past. You're not the only one playing games. Her jaw tightened, but she didn't deny it. You don't understand, Nick. This industry, it's kill or be killed. I had to control the narrative. So you screwed him for it? I stepped closer, voice shaking. Was I ever part of your story? Or just the guy holding the pen? She looked away, silent. That was my answer. A week later, Evan's article dropped, Claire Bennett, the woman behind the thrillers. It painted her as a tortured genius, glossing over the affair. She'd spun it, won again. I filed for divorce the next day, hired a shark of a lawyer named Mike Russo, 55, who chewed cigars and promised to bleed her dry. She's got money, Nick, he growled in his South Side accent. We'll get you half. But money wasn't the point. It was the betrayal, the way she'd looked at me like I was disposable. I moved into a shitty studio in Lincoln Park, started over. Claire's next book hit the shelves 3 months later, a bestseller. I didn't read it. Didn't need to. I heard she and Evan Splythe got tired of her games, or maybe she got tired of his. Last I saw her, she was on a morning show, radiant as ever, her long legs crossed, spinning some new lie. I turned off the TV, poured a whiskey, and stared out at the skyline. Was she happy? Was I? Did it matter? The recorder still sits in a drawer, her confession trapped in static. Maybe I'll leak it one day. Maybe I won't. For now, I'm freer, at least free enough.